Ladies, you've played 3 games so far and found 3 different ways to win as a rather new team. Just how important is that to find those counters and find those answers this early in the season?
Yeah, so I mean, going 3-0, it's obviously very important to us as a team. I think we faced some adversity, especially with playing on Friday and coming in and having that grit and toughness and winning today. But just being able to rely on everyone who's on the court, I think that's special about our team and our dynamic as a whole.
To either of you, Meg's made this team go in a lot of ways throughout the season. When she picked up her third in that second quarter, just how much was it to find those answers on the court and just find that way and just keep this train moving forwards?
I mean, personally, I have all the faith in Meg. I think she can play well with 3 fouls. I think she can play well with 4 fouls. But that's why we practice. That's why we prepare. So when stuff like this happens throughout the week, we know, all right, this is what we got to do. We got to keep taking her in and out, make sure she doesn't get cheap fouls, because now the refs are looking at her. So we just got to go with the flow.
What was it like, Yanni, getting your game going there in that second quarter, that just having that mid-range game going, a couple of and one plays, just feeding off of success?
I mean, it felt pretty good today. Once I saw the first one going, I kind of, confidence went up a little bit. So I was like, okay, last game didn't really get that same little confidence boost, but we kept playing. So.
Lauren, that end of the shot clock play there, just Tess finds you, you're shouting for that ball, and you make it pay dividends. Just what'd you see there, just having that trust in your shot and finding that answer for yourself?
Yeah, I think as a shooter, you have to have the utmost confidence, especially when, the shots haven't been falling. Excuse me. But knowing that the next one's going to go in is always the mindset, and Tess did a good job, as does all the guards, and even our post players, they're finding us. So that was an exciting moment for sure.
It was safe to say that number one for them was really their go-to player today. Just how much was it limiting what she was able to do creatively, but also making sure that you were lock, stock, and barrel on the other players so they didn't get any answers?
Yeah, so obviously in the one day we had to prep, we knew they had a superstar on their team, so we made sure that we were in their face. I mean, there's not really much else to say.
Yeah.
We were keen on her, and we made sure that we still respected the other players as basketball players, but we knew that when the ball was in her hand, she was going to try to make a play.
You both have played college basketball for multiple years. To have that opportunity to maybe have a player that has the ability to go off and just slowing the game down mentally, just how important is that process, understanding that, yeah, she might go off on this play, but it's next play?
Yeah, I think you hit it home right there. It's always next play mentality. I mean, you can stop what the other team is doing, but when she's hitting shots like that, shots that sometimes she just even throws up, and you're just having one of those hot games, you got to have that next play mentality and make it up on the offensive end, the defensive end, and keep it pushing.
Even though maybe the stats didn't necessarily show it, the steadiness that Riley had when she came in, especially when Meg picked up those fouls, as a freshman to be able to play both-handed, just how much of a confidence booster can a game like this give her?
Yeah, I think Riley coming in and gaining those minutes are going to be huge for us. She has a really, really good basketball IQ, and she's a great point guard. So I'm excited to have her back out there, and as is all my teammates.
You both are local from the city. Now that you can talk about that game, what do you look forward to having that city rivalry coming up in less than a week's time?
Yeah, I'll speak for myself first. That game's huge. I was not able to participate in it last year since I tore my ACL. But everybody on this team's looking forward to it. Big rivalry game. Yanni's first game versus Pitt. But no, I'm very excited, as is everyone.
Lauren, you just mentioned the ACL. There obviously was a small little documentary on you about talking about your comeback. Just what does it mean now that the firsts are kind of out of the way again and you just have that ability to play free and be the best version of yourself again?
Yeah, I knew coming in, the first couple games might have been a little bit of rocky, but it's just such a blessing that I'm back out in the court, and I couldn't be happier.
Yanni, you have 3 games with the Dukes now under your belt. Is some of the nervousness that comes with joining a new team gone?
I would say, yeah. I'm not gonna say 100%, maybe 95%. But I know that this team in particular, like they're really like pushing everybody to be better. If we miss a shot, you don't hear, okay, well maybe don't shoot that or pass it. It's shoot again, keep shooting. So I think with our team in particular, it's a very good place to start, just in a new place, start over in a new place, because they really support us.
There were a few times in the game where they sort of came back and cut into the Duke's lead. How did you guys sort of pull together to start going on another run multiple times throughout the game?
I think personally, just us coming together on the floor, rallying together, there's going to be runs. This is a game of basketball, and I think we know that, and we knew that if we stuck together as a team, we'd be okay and push through.
Again, he sort of mentioned it, but Dee Davis had 28 of her team's 41 points. Could you just sort of talk about what it was like playing against her today?
Yeah, I'll take this one. She's a good player. I mean, you can see it within the stats and how much she has scored. I think Meg and Riley and Amaya, whoever was playing on her, did an excellent job. And I think our defense and our pack line also did an excellent job on her. But all credit goes to her. She is a great player.
Good.